Well, the first announcement from the Reserve Bank is that it has increased the repo rate. Now, many of the loans we take is linked to this repo rate. So, all our EMIs on houses, etc., loans will go up by 25 basis points, by a quarter percentage point. This is on expected lines. What was not on expected lines is a certain sense that this is not the last of the rate hikes. Some people think it is, but the Reserve Bank has sounded very cautious on inflation. They have actually increased the inflation forecast for next year for some quarters. For the last quarter, it's going to be 5.6 inflation. You know, the RBI's target is 4%. So you can't rule out more rate hikes, or at least one more rate hike. Let's remember that. Besides interest rates, there are other smaller announcements making life easier for you and me. Penalty when we delay the repayment of interest. Some banks used to impose very high penalties, and that used to be a source of income for them. Reserve Bank says, no, you can't do that. A penalty is to deter bad behavior, not for you to make money. So they are going to issue some guidelines. You can't add the penalty to the principal amount of the loan and things like that. That's one convenience. The second convenience is UPI. You and I use it to make payments. If our cousins, come from abroad, they can't. So people who land from abroad, even with foreign phones, I think will be allowed to make UPI, will be enabled to make UPI payments. That's a major convenience. A third one is something called TREDS. That is an exchange in which MSME companies can go and discount their bills. They have an invoice against, say, TCS or Hindustan Unilever. They could go over there and get advance payment, and TREDS exchange will take it from the company. That exchange, they are giving more facilities for MSME companies who work over there. So good for MSMEs. Finally, there is a lot of announcement on green bonds. They will give guidelines on how to accept green deposits, how much disclosures banks have to make about loans that they are giving to companies like, say, coal or fertilizer, which can be inimical to climate. Those are the non-interest rate announcements in this policy.